Namo Namaha Bhaktam Sarvesham Hardam Swagatam. Welcome back to my channel Sanskrit Sopanam. I hope you are doing great. I'm also good. And continuing in our series Learning Sanskrit through Gita, today we have the 35th shloka of the chapter 1 of Bhagavad Gita. And again, a very easy shloka, same context we are already familiar with, we already know. So without wasting any more time, let me quickly dive in today's video. So this is the shloka that we have today. Let me go through the shloka once. Etan hantumichhami natopi madhusudana api trailokya rajyasya hetuho kimnu mahikrite. So that was the shloka, and as always, this here is the sandhi vichhed version of the shloka. So only two sandhis. Gnatopi, this has two words, gnatah, api. So again, ukar sandhi. This ukar sandhi we are continuously seeing in all the previous shlokas. So all of you must be well versed with this sandhi. And another sandhi is kimnu, which opens as kimnu. So actually this thing, so kim, or I write it as Kim. Both of this means the same thing, and a lot of you will already be familiar with. This here is using the dot, the bindu, which is called anuswar, and this here we are using the consonant form of anuswar, that is So that is the only difference. But Kim and Kim, they mean essentially the same thing. So the question is, when do I use the dot or when do I use the ma? So the rule is, if after this word you have a word that is starting with a consonant. So if it is starting with a consonant, then you use the short form. That is, you use this with a bindu. You substitute the ma with the bindu. And whenever the following word is starting with a vowel or a swara, then you use the long form, that you use ma instead. So here you can see, since after Kim you have nu. So that is starting with a na, that is a consonant. So we are not using ma, we are rather using the dot, the anuswar. And suppose the word was Kim, and then suppose there was another word agachati. Whatever the sentence is, we don't care about that right now. The only thing is, if after this Kim, if after this anuswar word, you have any other word that is starting with a vowel, a swara, then we are not going to write using this bindu. No. We are instead going to use the full form. This ma, kima. So that is the rule, and this entire sandhi is called anuswara sandhi. So actually this rule never made much difference. That's why I never brought it up. But I just realized lately, so I thought I will touch in this video. Anuswara sandhi. Okay. So when to use the dot, when to use the ma, now you know. Whenever the following word has a consonant, then we use a dot, we shorten it. Then we use the dot, and whenever the following word has a vowel, as a swara starting with a vowel, then we use the long form, ma. So that is the rule. Okay. And again, when we are doing sandhi vichhed, so the whole point of doing sandhi vichhed is we want to expose each word as it is. So we are obviously going to write the long form, because when we are doing sandhi vichhed, we want each individual word to shine out so that we can understand the meaning. So when we do sandhi vichhed, we obviously use the ma instead of using this in this dot anuswar form. So that is the only rule of Anuswara Sandhi. And again, all the Sandhi details and word-to-word meaning, this all information is available in the PDF file. You can download the PDF file from the link in the description box. So we'll just go ahead and start decoding the shloka. And as always, we'll start with an anchor word, na ichhami. So this is coming from here, etan na hantum ichhami. So the key word is ichhami. And ichhami means I want, I desire, I want to, whatever. This comes from the this comes from the dhatu, the root, because this is a verb. So this has a root. This comes from the root ish, and ish again means to desire, to want, to, in that sense. Okay. And here ichhami, again a very common verb form. A lot of you will already know. This is first person or uttam purush, right? Singular, ekvachan, and lat lakar. What is lat lakar? Lat lakar is simple present tense. So this dhatu ish in first person singular lat lakar changes into ichhami. And since Arjuna is saying this dialogue, so we already know that Arjuna is saying I want, I desire. That is why ichhami. Okay. And in the shloka, we have na ichhami. So in the shloka, as per the contextual use, the meaning is negated. So na ichhami, I don't want, I don't desire. What don't desire, we'll see further in the shloka, but this is what we are starting with. Na ichhami, I don't want, I don't desire. That is the starting point. And if we'll move forward, now we'll have the question to do what? That I don't want To do what? Kim kartum? And the response is na hantum ichhami. That I don't want to kill. Hantum, to kill. And let us understand this word hantum. So hantum, this word comes from the dhatu han. And han dhatu means to kill. And here this dhatu, this verb root is being modified using tumun suffix. This is the suffix, and this suffix we have already covered before in some previous shloka. So han plus tumun changes into hantum. Why do we use this suffix tumun? We use this suffix to show the reason that here this is the action that Arjuna is saying I don't want to. But what is the reason? And the reason is this, that I don't want to kill. To show the reason, we modify the dhatu with this suffix, tumun suffix. So, na hantum ichhami, I don't want to kill. That is the reason. Suppose I use this tumun suffix with pat dhatu. Now, pat means to study, right? And suppose I have a sentence like, the boy goes to school. So, balakaha vidyalayam gacchati. Now, what is the reason? Why does he goes to school? So, balakaha pathitum vidyalayam gacchati. So, what I am doing? I am changing this dhatu pat with the same suffix, tumun. So, pat plus tumun, the resultant word becomes pathitum. And then I am using this in a sentence that the boy goes to school to study. Balakaha vidyalayam gacchati pathitum. So, balakaha pathitum vidyalayam gacchati. That is the use of this suffix, tumun suffix, to show the reason, right? So, na ichhami, I don't want to. To do what? Kartum. And the response is na hantum ichhami. I don't want to kill. That is what Arjuna is saying. So now the follow-up question is who all? That I don't want to kill who all? And the response is etan na hantum ichhami. Etan, these people. This is what? That I don't want to kill these people. Some people is talking about. This etan is obviously coming from the pronoun etad. Etad, this. Okay. And since this here is the karma, the object, that I don't want to kill them. So since this here is being used as the object, so which vibhakti? Dutiya vibhakti, second word case, right? And plural, because multiple people. So etad in second vibhakti plural, it changes into etana and masculine gender. Now this pronoun, this sarvanam, etan, these people. If you remember the previous shloka, in the previous shloka, Arjuna mentioned lot of people. Acharyaha, Pautraha, Putraha, Shashuraha, all those people who are present in the war, all those people who are in some way related to him. So he mentioned out all those relations, all those people. So this particular shloka is actually referring to those people only, or in a nutshell, all those people who are available, who are present in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So all these people who Arjuna mentioned in the previous shloka. So since it's a continuation dialogue, no, so Arjuna is just going on that all these people I don't want to kill. Na hantum ichhami, etan hantum ichhami, these people I don't want to kill. That is the context so far. And now comes the key part, kidrishani, that very particularly Arjuna is now describing these people. That kidrishani, what like, and he is describing as gnataha, gnataha etan. So let us understand this word gnataha. So gnataha comes from again the same dhatu han. And han, same dhatu that we have used here, hantum. So han means to kill. And we are modifying this dhatu using shatra suffix. So we have studied this suffix also before, shatra suffix. So when we modify the dhatu using shatra suffix, the resultant word becomes gnata, gnata. So this is okay. I have written it like this, but this is actually gna. The ha, due to some reason, is getting modified as gha. So this is the alphabet ha, this is gha. So han, when is modified using shatra pratyay, the resultant word becomes gnata, gha. This is the half gha, gnata. Okay. Now, what does shatra suffix do? That is a question. Shatra suffix changes the meaning of the dhatu in the meaning that someone is still doing that action. Someone is doing that action in continuity. So in order to show the continuity of the action being done, we use shatra pratyaya. So the resultant word gnata, this will describe any person who is killing, who is still killing. So the action is being done at the present moment by him. So that is the use of shatra pratyaya. So gnat will describe anyone who is killing. And here Arjuna is describing these people as gnataha. So these people, since this is in second case plural, so gnat, the pratipadik, this is a takarant pratipadik ending with a ta. So Gnat Pratipadik in second case plural, the resultant word is same used in the shloka, Gnataha. And this Gnata is acting like an adjective to these people. So what does it mean? What does Arjuna mean by this? Is Gnata etan nahantum ichhami. That these people I don't want to kill. Even when these people themselves are killing. So this is, and he's using this api also. Api also. So try to understand the tone of Arjuna here. That Gnata etan api nahantum ichhami. That I don't want to kill even these people who themselves are involved in the act of killing, who themselves are killing other people. That is what Arjuna is meaning by saying this. So he's making a pretty bold statement here, actually, Arjuna, and he's obviously carried away with all his emotions and everything. So he's essentially saying that even though these people try to harm me, try to kill me, then also I'm not going to kill them. That is what he means essentially. That these people who themselves are killing others, I don't want to kill them. That is a thing. And that is why he is using this Gnataha to show the act of continuity, that these people themselves are killing each other in the war. During the entire war, they are killing each other. So to show that, he is using this particular adjective. And how we have arrived at this adjective, we already seen. We take the dhatu and then we modify it using Shatru Pratyaya. Okay, so we get a verb based adjective. That is how the functioning goes of this word. Okay, let us move on. Okay, so before moving on, I want to point this thing. I am repeating this. Why? Because there is another bold statement he's going to make, Arjuna, now. And that is, let us see now. So I don't want to kill. This is like a common stand for Arjuna. Let's see another point that he makes. Kasya hetu, for whose sake? And he says in the shloka, Trailokya Rajyasya Heto Api Nahantum Ichhami. So he make another statement here. Let us understand these words first. So Trailokya Rajyasya, this comes from the word Trailokya Rajya. Okay. Now Rajya means control. Rajya means control or dominion. Okay, as of the political structure, the control or the dominion of an empire. So Rajya means dominion, and Trailokya, this refers to Trilok. Trilok simply means the three worlds. And what do I mean by the three worlds? So the three worlds basically means this earth, the Prithvi Lok, then you have the heavens where all the deities live. So the Prithvi, the Swarg Lok, and then you have the underworld, the Nark Lok, as you can say. So the three words, basically what Arjuna is saying, what Arjuna is trying to do is, he's trying to emphasize this point that he is so against killing. That he is saying that hetu, okay, hetu, this word simply means sake, for the sake. Okay. So we have seen this kind of word, hetoho, and you have also seen words like arthe, right? Arthe. Then you will also see word krite. So arthe, krite, hetoho, all these words, they essentially mean the same thing, that is for the sake. And when we are saying for the sake, then we are going to continue the statement by saying for the sake of something. Right? This is the general use. That is why whenever you are going to see these words, arthe, krite, hetoho, you are always going to see some noun that is in this form of this. That is the sixth case. When we use the sixth case, so we mean of Ram. So we change Ram into Ramasya. That is the sixth case, right? So whenever you are going to see these words, arthe, krite, heto, the meaning is for the sake, and the entire meaning will be for the sake of some noun. So let us see what is that sixth case noun here. That is this, Trailokya Rajyasya. So see how Trailokya Rajya, that means dominion of three world, and of Trailokya Rajya. Of Trailok Rajya, Trailok Rajyasya, we are again using the sixth case. Why? Because hetoho. So the entire meaning will become Trailokya Rajyasya heto, for the sake of dominion over three worlds. So that is what Arjuna is seeing. And again, he is using this emphasizing word api also. Even that even when I am getting, even for the sake of dominion over the three worlds, na hantum ichhami, I still don't want to kill these people. That is what he means. So this is the first statement he makes, gnataha etanapi, that these people who themselves are killing, gnataha, I don't want to kill them, na hantum ichhami. And then he says, Trailokya Rajyasya heto api na hantum ichhami, that I don't want to kill, I even don't want to kill for the sake of dominion over the three worlds. Okay, so essentially Arjuna is expressing that how adamant he is in this point that he don't want to kill. Even if they are attacking me, I don't want to kill. Even if they themselves are killing each other, then also I don't want to kill. And even if it is for the sake of dominion of all three worlds, then also I don't want to kill. So this is the emotion. This is the expression Arjuna is voicing here. Okay. And if we'll move on, so in the end of the shloka, Arjuna says this, Kim nu mahi krite. Okay. So before understanding this, let us understand this mahi krite. So again, I said no, that you got this word krite. And before krite again will mean the same as arthe or heto. That is for the sake of. This is the meaning of these words. And we are using mahi krite. So obviously this is a samas, a combination word, right? Mahi, this means earth. This means earth. So what does he mean, Arjuna? For the sake of earth. And by the context you can understand that he's saying this, that for the sake of this earthly kingdom, that is Hastinapur. So the entire war is being fought for the kingdom of Hastinapur, where Kauravas are ruling and Pandavas are saying that it is their right. So in that context, Mahikrite simply means for the sake of this earthly empire or this Hastinapur empire. That is what he means. Mahi, earth. That is why he means by this. That's this worldly empire, these worldly things, worldly possessions. So that is the thing. Kim nu mahi krate. So this thing, no, kim nu. So kim nu is like an expression. And kim nu essentially in Hindi we have an expression like fir kya hi kehna. So kim nu mahi krate, Arjuna essentially means फिर इस पृथ्वी लोक के एम्पायर के लिए तो क्या ही कहना. और in English you can understand it like this, how then for the sake of this earthly empire, or you can think of kim nu as what even to say then. So this needs to be understood with entire context. That first Arjuna makes these bold statements that Gnata etan api na hantum ichhami. I don't want to kill those who are killing me or killing others. Trailok rajyasya hetu api na hantum ichhami. I don't want to kill even for the sake of dominion over three worlds, all three worlds. Then he is adding kim nu mahi krite. If I don't want to kill for these reasons, then how then for just a single empire on the earth? What even to say for this single empire on the earth? That is what he is saying, that he is expressing this entire situation in that when I don't want to kill for this, how do you expect me to kill for this? This is just so small. This is just a single earthly empire, single empire on earth, Hastinapur empire. So that is the thing. That is the entire meaning of this shloka. And Kimnu is the expression. I hope you got the meaning of this expression, Kimnu. How then? Fir kya hi kehna? What even to say about this in that tone? Okay. So now let us see the Anvay, the translation also. Madhusud. Okay, this Madhusudan. So Madhusudan is again another name of Krishna. And Madhusudan, this again is being used in 8th case. So we already know the drill here. Arjuna addresses Shri Krishna with some or other name and he is using the 8th word case because he is addressing him in that expressive tone. O Krishna, O Madhusudan. So Madhusudan simply means O slayer of Madhu demon. Okay, we'll come back to this. First, let us understand the entire shloka. Gnata etan api nahantum ichhami. I don't want to kill even these people who are themselves killing. And Trailok Rajas Hetu api nahantum ichhami. And I also don't want to kill for the sake of dominion over the three worlds also. Okay. And Kim nu mahi krate. How can I kill then for a sake of a single earthly empire? Kim nu mahi krate. That is what he is meaning by this. So this is the entire meaning of the shloka. This word you see, no, Madhusudan. So just extra bit of information because I find this information fascinating. Why Krishna is called Madhusudan? So okay, this information is out of the context for this shloka, but let us understand this. Madhu was the name of a demon and Krishna, he killed that demon. And this dhatu, sood, there is a dhatu sood, that means to kill. So this Madhusudan, this samas can be opened, can be understood as Madhum daityam yaha sudyati iti saha Madhusudan. What does it mean? That yaha, one who, sudyati, kills daitya Madhu. So one who kills the demon Madhu, iti, thus saha, he is known as Madhusudan. So this is how we give names to these heroes, these deities, with what activity, with what feat they have performed. So we take this and then beautifully turn it into a single word that becomes a synonym, a paryavachi, or another name for that deity, for that god. And that is why we have so many names for all the deities and everyone, even for Arjuna and everyone. Krishna keep on calling Arjuna with some or other name, and all those names have also some meaning based on this logic only, that Yaha Madhum Daityam Sudyati Iti Saha Madhusudan. One who kills the demon Madhu, he is called now as Madhusudan. Simple as that. And same goes for Ram. Who is Ram? So Ram can be understood as Sarveshu Ramante Iti Ramaha. So Sarveshu, in all, right? Ramante, one who relishes. So Ramante, this comes from the dhatu ram, and ram means to relish or to play. So Sarveshu Ramante iti Rama, a one who relishes in all the beings, one who relishes sarvatra Ramante iti Rama. So one who relishes everywhere, that is Rama. So this is actually in a more spiritual tone, but that is how you will find Ramaha, this particular word being explained. Because Rama, who is Rama? Rama is the avatar of Vishnu. Who is Vishnu essentially? Vishnu is Brahma. Vishnu is the divine. So all these things, Brahma, they can manifest in so many other forms, but in all they are essentially one and same. So that is what the meaning. Rama, Sarveshu Ramante iti Ramaha. Madhusudan, Madhum Daityam Sudyati iti Madhusudan. So this is how these words, these names of deities are formed. So whenever you read any names of these deities, try to find out why they are called so. There will always be some beautiful meaning behind it. But yeah, with this, we have completed the decoding of the shloka. A simple shloka, there were few nuances here and there, but I hope I made it clear. If not, you can revisit this video. Please download that PDF file and go through it once, because once when you read it on your own, you better understand things that you may have missed while I was explaining in the video. So please do that. I'll meet you in the next shloka with the next video. Until then, stay awesome, stay happy, keep learning Sanskrit. Vayam punah milamaha. Dhanyavad.